What is going on, people of the extranet? Tyler here with Random Automotive, and today we're going to be trying out the Lube Gard Shudder Fixx. So real quickly, if we haven't met before, I just want to say my name's Tyler. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for checking out the channel. Random Automotive, we do anything from car reviews to how to fix it and everything in between, and that's kind of what we're doing today. So we're taking a look at this Lube Gard Instant Shudder Fixx, and I'm going to give my take on it and see if it works. So we've actually got the 2010 F-150 out there, and it's got a shudder to it a little bit, mainly at idle speeds, park, when you just slightly accelerate and a little bit faster. I think it's a torque converter thing, but we're going to try it. So here is my take on this immediately. This does have really good reviews. By the way, not sponsored. Wish they were. It does have good reviews. A lot of people have good things to say about it. I personally am against additives because it's like the coolant additives. You know, if you got a leak and you put the additive in there, it's going to stop the leak, but then you're going to clog your heater core up, maybe even your radiator up. But everybody says that this is not going to cause any sort of extra issue. So we're going to crack it open, and basically all it says on the how to use it part is basically cut off the tip, put the entire contents directly into the transmission. You can do this through the dipstick or the filter tube. And then there's a lot of good things on here now. So we're going to crack it open, we're going to go outside, and we're going to give it a try. Shut up. Anyway.
2,000 years later.
There it is, the 4.6 liter V8. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our trans fluid dipstick here. Going to pull that out, not laying it against the battery terminals. And we'll just set it across here for now. The transmission's warm, but the fluid actually looks relatively clear. It's not super dirty. And here is our Shudder Fixx. It was impossible to find something to cut this open with in my garage for some reason. So I got it all over my hand and all over down the side of the tube. Kind of smells like ATF mixed with salsa. Well, anyway. So geez Louise, making a mess already. We're going to put that in there, and we're just going to squeeze the contents out. This might take a minute. All right, tube has been emptied. Let's toss this in the trash. Okay, so I did have the box out. There are no actual instructions here other than just put it in there. It also says not for use in CVTs and Ford Type F, which is an older type transmission, not this one. So you're good there, and not for use in CVTs. So if you got a CVT or a vehicle with a CVT, you might not want to use this. It does say the results are immediate, so let's see if it fixes the problem. Okay, so the dipstick's back in. That was very loud and quite aggressive. So typically they say it takes just a little bit to work, even though it says instantaneous. I'll fire up. And what I'll probably do now is just cycle through some of the gears to get that transmission up and whirling. Okay. All right, so I had to turn the air on just a little bit because it's a little warm, but the window's rolled up. I'm gonna pop it in reverse. And almost immediately, I noticed that some of my shudder is gone a little bit. You could really tell it if you were going uphill like we are now in reverse. So I'm gonna come to complete stop again. I'm just gonna roll forward a little bit. We'll pop it neutral here. Sometimes if you rev it a little bit, you can hear or feel it. And we're gonna pop it back in reverse. We're backing up. It's not completely gone, but I have to say it is maybe a little bit improved. Let's get on the highway and see if I can tell the difference. And onto the highway. I have to say, going down the highway, it's not 100% gone, but it's way better. I mean, light years better than it was before. Still have a little bit of torque converter vibration when the torque converter locked in about 45 miles an hour, but it seems now, after just a minute of it running, it's starting to get better already. We're down on it a little bit here. Well, now that I wasted about $57 worth of gas doing that, let's go back to the shop. Okay, so now that we're back at the shop, I'm going to throw it in reverse. This is where it was noticeable. And before there was, I wouldn't say a substantial amount of vibration, but it was definitely noticeable. But now there's just very little vibration when you stop and go in reverse. And we'll stop again and reverse again. Just very little vibration. Something else that I can also tell is if I'm standing outside of the truck and it's at idle, it would have a shake before at idle, and that shake's completely gone. I'm touching the steering wheel, places I would touch before if the truck was idling, and there'd be a shake, and it's not shaking whatsoever. And so there we go. I would say the results aren't negligible. I wouldn't say they are bad. I wouldn't say they're the greatest either. But you know, every case is specific. So if your shudder's not as bad as mine, it may fix the issue completely. If you got a more serious issue, it may not fix it at all. But I've got to say, for $10, I would definitely do it again. It was definitely worth it. It was definitely worth a try, and I think you should try it too. Not sponsored, but you know what? I'm good for any good product that's out there. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We got plenty of good stuff coming up, and you know, I just like to see your faces. So until next time, we'll catch you in the next one.